Our first circuit in today's back and bicep workout starts with a bird dog, and this can either be just extending the leg and the arm out. You want to make sure that your wrist and shoulder stay in line and your knees and your hips stays in line for those stable legs and arms. And progressing would be a knee tuck where you're just going to bring the knee and the elbow together underneath, and to progress further, adding the diagonal, which requires more core stability. The second exercise is a TRX side lean rollout where we are engaging the obliques and the lats all at the same time. You want to keep that knee right in line with your hip and your body stiff and your abs engaged the whole time so that your whole body leans out as you move away from the TRX point of insertion. And then our next exercise is an inverted row. So if you're right in line where the TRX is hooked up to the bar, then it's going to be harder than bringing your feet out in line with where the TRX hooks up. You could also do this on the Smith machine, and you're just bringing your chest to the bar. Moving your feet away from the bar is going to make it harder because you have more to bring up. You have more space to go through. So range of motion is key here. Then you can do a flip grip where you just switch your grip and you're doing like a chin up. Our final exercise is a TRX curl. We just want to keep our arms straight and bring our hands up by our ears. You're going to not want to be so far with the feet towards where the TRX hooks up for those, because that makes it harder. Our next circuit begins with the Hammersmith row. We're going to do this in 3 different directions. One's where our palms face each other, then the top grip, and then the bottom grip. So the bottom grip is the hardest, so you might have to lose a little of the weight on that one. I did this just standing against the machine, but you can also sit and put your feet up, whatever's most comfortable for you. And there's no really wrong way. You just want to keep your chest out and shoulders back throughout the exercise. Our next exercise in this superset is a preacher curl. And you're just going to make sure that you set the bench high enough that your arms can come in contact with the armrest there. And if you're closer on the grip, then it's going to be harder than farther away. So judge accordingly. And you can go max reps on these. There's not going to be any sort of problem by going more than 15 reps on this exercise. In fact, it helps build the biceps a little bit faster. The final circuit begins with a cable chest pull, where if you are seated, you want to bring it right above the chest, letting your elbows go wide. You can go heavier seated than you can if you do these standing, because they require more core stability to do them standing. And you're just going to push your chest out as you bring the rope down towards your chest. Like your elbows stay wide. So our second exercise is the hammer curl with the rope attachment. And you want to just extend your hands out to really give that muscle a squeeze at the top of the rep. And then our final exercise is the sidewinder, which is targeting your love handles and lower back area. We're going to choose a heavier kettlebell because it's just hanging, and that is our resistance as we go down and pulling it back up. Good. Squeezing the glutes as you come up, and then you really focusing on leaving that leg as straight as you can. So if that means just going to your shin or calf, then that is fine. It will still work. And our last exercise to finish it out is going to be assisted chin-ups or pull-ups. Whatever you want to do is fine. This is on the assisted machine. And to note here, we just want to choose a weight on the weight stack that is going to allow you to do your reps easily enough, but give you a challenge. So if it's 10 reps, you want the last 2 to be hard. And just remember that whatever you choose for the weight, you're subtracting from your weight.